Hello, and welcome to Coffee on Korriban. Welcome to everyone to this special part 2, actually, of the script reading of the non-canon draft of Revenge of the Sith. And again, solo streaming is not my forte, but I figured we're going to read this and we're going to have fun with it. Part 1 was not viewed a whole lot, and I figured I might as well go live for part 2. When we last left off, Dooku had just been killed by Anakin, and they were just going to encounter General Grievous, so we will see how they escape the Trade Federation ship and how they progress from there. Also, I'm trying something out this time where I am playing some music, so if you can hear the music, let me know that in the comments. And also, if it's too loud or too quiet, let me know that as well, because I can't hear my volume versus the music volume. So let me know. But we are going to get into it. Let me just pull up. This is where we left off last time. So if we scroll down to where we were last time, Obi-Wan was criticizing Anakin for killing Count Dooku, and Palpatine said, Master Kenobi, if I may intervene. Basically saying, Count Dooku, Lord Tyrannus, gave Anakin no choice but to kill him. So that's what happened. Then the word of the Chancellor is good enough for me. And then here, we see right here, the elevator stops and the doors open. And that is what we left off on last time. And a very special hello to the Matt Cave. I don't have your mug today. In fact, I'm drinking from the Star Wars Guys mug. But you're one of my number one dudes online. So we're going to get into this right here. And also, again, let me know if the music volume versus my voice volume is at the correct level. I'm just testing this out. Thank you, actually, to Matt Cave for telling me about this music feature. I didn't know I even had it. And hello to Leia Rose. But we're going to get into it. Like I said, they just killed Count Dooku, and they are about to encounter General Grievous. Interior of the hangar. The Jedi are now back where they began, both of their starfighters still intact. Here we are. The three of them exit the elevator. This simply can't be this easy. Try and keep a positive outlook, Master. Comlink. R2, we're here. R2 moves out into the open, rolls towards Anakin's starfighter. Obi-Wan and Palpatine jog towards his ship when the main blast doors open, revealing General Grievous and his two bodyguards. Leaving so soon, Jedi? And I apologize for my Grievous. It is not good. Anakin ignites his lightsaber, moves towards Grievous. Anakin, wait! Palpatine. Is he always this forceful? I'm afraid so. Wait here, Chancellor. Anakin is almost upon Grievous. Grievous to his bodyguards. Kill him! The droid bodyguards whirl their electrostaffs as they charge Anakin. Anakin grins, waits for them to get closer, then flips over them. Master! Obi-Wan is in front of the bodyguards now. I've got them! Obi-Wan fights the two bodyguards. Anakin is free to challenge Grievous. You're all mine, General. Grievous, coughing. Pitiful Jedi! Grievous ignites two lightsabers and engages Anakin. They take the fight inside the hangar. Obi-Wan destroys the two bodyguards within a few moves. Anakin and Grievous are locked in mortal combat. The cyborg general is the weaker of the two, but he's filled with tricks. As Anakin forces him against a wall, Grievous uses his feet claws and scales the wall. Coward! Come and get me, Jedi! He gets his wish. Anakin uses the Force to toss a crate at Grievous, knocking him down from the wall. Grievous lands on top of a Vulture droid, smashing it to pieces. You keep running, Grievous. Grievous scurries away like an insect, using his 4 arms and 2 legs. Anakin catches up to him, cutting off one arm. Grievous doesn't want to fight. He's looking for an escape. There's nowhere to run. I'm gonna take the rest of your arms now. It's funny how there's differences in the storyline. Like right there, they're fighting in a hangar. In the movie, obviously, they don't fight in the hangar. They fight in the control room, the part of the ship. And Anakin also takes off an arm here, which is very interesting. It's really cool to see what made it into the movie versus this original draft. I'm going to check up on some chat real quick, and we will. He says, I'm using the Star Wars Guys mug too. Yeah, these are great mugs for how cheap they are on Teespring. I believe is the company that you guys used as well, but they're great quality, and I love the fact that you can change the front and the back. Of course, the Forces family. And Leia says, I need to get both of your mugs, coffee and Matt gave. I'm having vanilla coffee, Dunkin' Donuts. Fantastic. Barilina says, greetings, hope all is well. And I'm not feeling the best today, but I had some time to kill, so I figured I might as well read from Revenge of the Sith, the non-canon draft of the script. So we're going to get back into it. Right here, right now. Grievous scales the wall again, this time squeezing into an exhaust port, where he disappears. He's gone, Anakin. We've got what we came for. Let's get out of here. Anakin is frustrated, wanting so badly to finish off the droid general. This ship is on its last leg. We best be going. Obi-Wan climbs into a starfighter, taking Palpatine with him. Anakin and R2 get into their starfighter. Both Jedi take off as a random explosion rattles the big cruiser's hangar. Interior of the exhaust port on the Trade Federation cruiser. General Grievous scurries down the tiny shaft, coughing all the way. Interior of the pod bay. Grievous enters the escape pod bay through the hatch. He goes to a control panel and opens an escape pod. The droid general pulls a row of switches, and one by one, the remaining pods are jettisoned. Interior of an escape pod in space. He climbs inside one. The hatch closes, and the escape pod blasts away from the damaged cruiser. Exterior, space. Anakin and Obi-Wan starfighters speed out of the severely damaged Trade Federation cruiser in the nick of time. Numerous explosions rock the heavy cruiser, causing it to nosedive toward the planet's surface. And I know, I read ahead, I know what happens in this next part, and if you're a fan of The Force Unleashed, see if you can pick up the connection right here. Interior of Obi-Wan's starfighter. Obi-Wan steers clear of the incoming droid fighters. Palpatine sees the sinking cruiser. Oh my, that's a disaster in the making. The Chancellor's right, Anakin. If Grievous's ship hits the surface. Anakin finishing. Massive casualties, I know. Any suggestions? Finish it off up here. That requires too much firepower. Besides, half the fleet would have to chase it down. Right. Well, we have to do something. You're Jedi. Why don't you use the Force? Obi-Wan thinks for a moment. Makes perfect sense. Anakin? Seems reasonable, I think. Squad 7 can mop up here. We can beat the ship to the surface. I'm following your lead, Master. So, can you guys see what's going to happen here? Because this is completely different. Because Palpatine is riding with Obi-Wan in his starfighter. It's not completely damaged. And you're going to see how they save the surface of Coruscant from this cruiser coming down in just a minute. I hope you guys are enjoying this. And again, I'll put the question out to you guys. Can you hear the music, the background music? Is it too loud, too quiet? I don't know. I'm testing it out, and I can't hear what it's like on your end, but let me know, because I hope the volume level is good for you. But we will keep going. Exterior space battle above Coruscant. Obi-Wan and Anakin starfighters pull away from the congestion of the battle, nosedive after the crashing cruiser. Interior of Anakin starfighter. R2, see if you can increase the power. R2 beeps his reply. Interior Obi-Wan starfighter. This is going to be close. Just remember, this was your idea. Actually, it was the Chancellor's, but point taken. Exterior, skies above Coruscant. Day. It's early morning on the planet, and the sky is a brilliant blue as the burning Trade Federation cruiser plummets towards the ground. Obi-Wan and Anakin starfighters are now passing the cruiser. Interior of Obi-Wan starfighter. We are going to make it, but that's only the part of the problem. But that's only part of the problem solved. We still have to stop its momentum. We've trained all our lives for this, Anakin. Or for a moment such as this, Anakin. You'll also notice that there are some grammatical errors, some spelling errors as well in this draft. That's why it's a draft and not the actual official script for the movie. But nevertheless, we will continue. Exterior, Industrial District, Coruscant. As luck would have it, the cruiser is headed for a less populated area of the city planet. Anakin and Obi-Wan land their starfighters on a deserted stretch of warehouses. Obi-Wan and Anakin pick a spot and gaze up at the incoming disaster. You may want to step aside for this, Chancellor. Oh, yes, of course. Good luck to you both. There is no such thing as luck where the Force is concerned. Palpatine hurries off to the shelter of a nearby warehouse as the two Jedi take their place in the center of the warehouse row. Are you ready, Anakin? Ready as I'll ever be, Master. Then let's begin. The two Jedi close their eyes, extend their arms outward, connecting deeply with the Force. What they're about to attempt is a feat very few Jedi have accomplished. The damaged cruiser looms large in the sunlit sky, out of control and certain to destroy. Obi-Wan and Anakin slowly move their arms to the right, guiding the burning behemoth toward the warehouses. The cruiser obeys their powers, shifts in the sky away from the skyscrapers and towards the industrial sector. We see Grievous's ship coming towards us, massive and bulky, completely on fire as well. It dives at a sharper angle with every second that passes. Obi-Wan and Anakin grimace under the incredible strain to maintain the Force on an object so large. The cruiser is in front of them, lined up perfectly with the strip of ground that the Jedi are standing on. The cruiser comes in fast, its nose about to make contact, and smash. The fiery ship impacts the ground, skidding forward at high speed. Obi-Wan and Anakin yell as they counter the ship's momentum, using all of their powers in the Force to achieve their goal. Finally, the bulk cruiser comes to a stop, burning like a massive fireball against the tiny warehouses. Chancellor Palpatine emerges from his hiding place, amazed. I don't believe it. You did it. R2 squeals with excitement. Anakin and Obi-Wan collapse to their knees, completely exhausted from the ordeal. Even though I suggested it, I never thought it possible. Obi-Wan catches his breath. And that, Chancellor, is an example of the power of the Force. So it is. Another happy landing. Exterior Plaza. Jedi Temple, Coruscant. Day. Obi-Wan walks with Yoda and Mace Windu in front of the massive temple. A job well done, Master Kenobi. It is Anakin you should be thanking. He was the hero yet again. What do you guys think of this so far? Can you see that this is very different from the movie? Because obviously they used the Force to slow down the ship instead of just piloting half a ship. It's very, very different from the movie, and I like it. It's just different, but it gives you a glimpse into the type of movie that we could have gotten. And as we go through this series, through the rest of the movie, we're going to see more differences like this between what we got in the movie and this original draft. It's very, very interesting. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Our is enjoying it as well. Thank you for being here. I might have seen you here before, but you're still fairly new, so here's a sip for you. And Matt Cave says it's a very interesting moment, and it shows that it seems like Palpatine is testing Anakin. Absolutely. He's trying to figure out how worthy he is. And there's some lines of dialogue in part 1 that were different right after he kills Count Dooku. Instead of it is only natural. He took off your arm. You wanted revenge. There's a little bit more he adds into that. It gives a little bit more depth to the characters. But at the same time, you can understand why they didn't include this in the final draft of the movie. So it is, it's very interesting, and I like it. So here we go. We will continue, and we'll figure out, Anakin will figure out that he is to be the father. Mace Windu. But the death of Count Dooku was an unfortunate occurrence. Chancellor Palpatine assured me that it was in self-defense, and I trust Palpatine as much as a Trandoshan slaver. Then you do not believe Anakin? Is that what you're saying? They stop walking. Yoda. It is the Chancellor that mistrust breeds. But that reminds me, Palpatine did say something rather strange to me. He referred to Count Dooku as Lord Tyrannus, his Sith title. Is it possible that the Chancellor could have heard this name elsewhere? Strange that the name he would know. Only amongst the Council have we ever called Dooku Tyrannus, and even then, not often. I don't think we have anything to worry about when it comes to Palpatine, but mere political chicanery. Oh, is that all? Ponder this more, we will. Savor this temporary victory. We must. I sound like the Yoda-type alien from KOTOR. I can't get a Yoda, but I can get that guy. What was his name? Starts with a V. V something. Anyone know? Starts with a V. Master... I don't know. Hello to Alan Copeland and Strike as well. Welcome. Hope you guys are enjoying this as we are reading through. And nevertheless, we will continue. Here we go. Exterior Naboo Gardens, Coruscant. Day. Anakin meets his wife Padme in secret. It's the first time they've been together in over 2 months. They kiss passionately. I've missed you so much. Padme softly. Anakin? Anakin looks down at her pregnant belly. How many months? 8. I'm so excited. Padme stares at Anakin strangely. What is it? Another scar. She refers to the light vertical scar on the right side of Anakin's face. That's nothing. I've already forgotten how I got it. How much longer is this senseless war going to drag on? Sooner than expected now that the Count Dooku is out of the picture. They sit down on a bench next to a fountain in the grandiose style of Padme's lush home planet. Once our child is born, you can't travel all over the galaxy, Anakin. I need you here with me. And I will be, Padme, I promise. Is that why you're so nervous lately? Of course it is. You're a Jedi, Anakin, and that means you have to go whenever they call. Oh, I know. Don't forget, you're not even supposed to be in love with me, much less my husband. Anakin strokes her long, wavy hair. One day things will be different. We'll be able to live out in the open. Once this child is born, everything will change, Anakin. Are you ready? Anakin smiling. I'm ready. It's a completely different scene than what we got in the movie. This is a happy moment. Happiest moment of my life. Exterior, Utapau. Landing platform, day. A small Nemoidian shuttle lands. Battle droids surround the ramp as General Grievous descends onto the platform. Super battle droid G-21 approaches. The planet is secure, sir. The population is under control. Good. Where is the Separatist Council? This way, sir. Grievous takes the elevator to an upper level. He encounters a conference room He enters a conference room and presses a series of buttons on the table and bows. Interior in Utapau, conference room, Grand Chamber. A hologram of Darth Sidious appears. Yes, Lord Sidious. General Grievous, I suggest you move the separatist leaders to Mustafar. It will be done, my lord. The end of the war is near, General, and I promise you, victory is assured. But the loss of Count Dooku? His death was a necessary loss, which will ensure our victory. Soon I will have a new apprentice, one far younger and more powerful than Lord Tyrannus. Interior, Bail Organa's office, Coruscant, day. Padme, Bail Organa, and Senators Mon Mothma, Fang Zar, Ter Tanil, and Gideon Danu sit in Senator Organa's office. Now that he has control of the Jedi Council, the Chancellor has appointed the governors to oversee all star systems in the Republic. When did this happen? The decree was posted this morning. Do you think he will dismantle the Senate? Why bother? As a practical matter, the Senate no longer exists. The Constitution is in shreds, amendment after amendment, executive directives, sometimes a dozen in one day. We can't let 1,000 years of democracy disappear without a fight. Everyone looks at each other, a little worried at the implications of what was just said. And we get this scene in the deleted scenes of Revenge of the Sith, if you guys don't remember. But it never made it into the official theatrical release of the movie. And I can't keep track of all these names, so I'm just going to switch around voices. What are you suggesting, Senator Organa? I apologize, I didn't mean to sound like separatist. We are not separatists trying to leave the Republic. We are loyalists trying to preserve democracy in the Republic. It has become increasingly clear to many of us that the Chancellor has become an enemy of democracy. I can't believe it has come to this. Chancellor Palpatine is one of my oldest advisors. He served me as ambassador when I was queen. Senator, I feel you underestimate the amount of corruption that has taken hold in the Senate. The Chancellor has played the senators well. They know where their power lies, and they will do whatever it takes to share in it. Palpatine has become dictator, and we have helped him to do it. We can't sit around debating any longer. We have decided to do what we can to stop it. Senator Mon Mothma and I are putting together an organization. Say no more, Senator Organa. I understand, but at this point, it's better to leave some things unsaid. Yes, I agree, and we must not discuss this with anyone, without everyone in this group agreeing. That means those closest to you, even family. No one can be told. They all nod their heads. Padme thinking. Agreed. Interior Coruscant. Jedi Temple. Hallway. Day. Anakin hurries down a temple hallway, heading towards a Jedi briefing room. Several Jedi are exiting. Interior Jedi Temple. Briefing room. Anakin rushes into the room. By the time he reaches the chamber, the last of the Jedi are leaving. Only Obi-Wan remains at the front of the lecture hall. He's shutting off some holograms, electronic charts, and maps. You missed the report on the Outer Rim sieges. I'm sorry, I was held up. I have no excuse. In short, they are going very well. Seleucami has fallen, and Master Voss has moved his troops to Boss Pity. What's wrong then? The Senate is expected to vote more executive powers to the Chancellor today. Well, that can only mean less deliberating and more action. It will make it easier for us to end this war. Anakin, be careful of your friend Palpatine. Be careful of what? He has requested your presence. For what? He would not say. He didn't inform the Jedi Council. That's unusual, isn't it? All of this is unusual, and it's making me feel uneasy. You're probably aware that the relations between the Council and the Chancellor are stressed. I know the Council has grown wary of his power, mine also for that matter. Aren't we all working together to save this Republic? Why all this distrust? The Force grows dark, Anakin, and we are all affected by it. Be wary of your feelings. Let's catch on some chats. Again, hello to Strike, who is still here. I'm glad you guys are here, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this, because I am. It is very fun, not only to do these different voices, but also to see what the differences are between this draft and what made it into the movie. It's very different. And again, I hope that the music is at the correct level and not annoying. Nevertheless, we will continue. Interior Chancellor's Office. Day. Anakin stands with Palpatine at his window overlooking the vastness of Coruscant. Several buildings have been destroyed. A brown haze hangs over the landscape. Anakin, this afternoon the Senate is going to call on me to take direct control of the Jedi Council. The Jedi will no longer report to the Senate, but they will report to me personally. The Senate is too unfocused to conduct a war. This will bring a quick end to things. There are times when we must all endure adjustments to the Constitution in the name of security. With all due respect, sir, the Council is in no mood for more constitutional amendments. Anakin, I've known you since you were a small boy. I have advised you over the years when I could. I am very proud of your accomplishments. You have won many battles against the Jedi Council thought were lost, and you saved my life. I hope you trust me, Anakin. Of course. I need your help, son. I fear the Jedi. The Council keeps pushing for more control. They're shrouded in secrecy and obsessed with maintaining their autonomy. Ideals I find simply incomprehensible in a democracy. I can assure you that the Jedi are dedicated to the values of the Republic. Nevertheless, their actions will speak more loudly than their words. I'm depending on you. For what? I don't understand. To be the eyes, ears, and voice of the Republic. Anakin thinks about this. I'm appointing you to be my personal representative on the Jedi Council. Me? A master? I'm overwhelmed. But the Council elects its own members. They will never accept this. I think they will. They need you. More than you know. Interior Council Chambers, Jedi Temple. Day. Anakin enters and stands in the middle of the room. He is surrounded by the Jedi Council, Mace Windu, Eth Koth, Obi-Wan, Yoda, and the holograms of Plo Koon and Ki-Adi-Mundi. Anakin Skywalker, we have approved your appointment to the Council as the Chancellor's personal representative. I will do my best to uphold the principles of the Jedi Order. Allow this appointment lightly. The Council does not. Disturbing is this move by the Chancellor. I understand. You are on this Council, but we do not grant you the rank of Master. Anakin reacts with anger. What? How can you do this? It's outrageous. It's unfair. How can one be on the Council and not be a Master? Mace Windu sternly. Take a seat, young Skywalker. Forgive me, Master. Anakin sits in one of the empty chairs. Everyone is embarrassed by his behavior. Ki-Adi-Mundi, who appears as a hologram, speaks. We have surveyed all systems in the Republic and have found no sign of General Grievous. Hiding in the Outer Rim, Grievous is. The outlying systems you must sweep. It may take some time. We do not have many ships to spare. We cannot take any more ships from the front line. We're spread too thin as it is. And yet, it would be fatal for us to allow the droid armies to regroup. Master Kenobi, our spies contact you must. Then wait. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? It is critical that we send an attack group there immediately. He's right. It is a system that we cannot afford to lose. It is the main navigation route for the southwestern quadrant. I know the system well. It would take us little time to drive the droids off that planet. Skywalker, your assignment is here with the Chancellor. Then Kenobi must find General Grievous. Go, I will. Good relations with the Wookiees, I have. It's settled then. Yoda will take the battalion of clones to reinforce the Wookiees on Kashyyyk. May the Force be with us all. Interior hallway and alcove outside Council chambers. Anakin and Obi-Wan walk through one of the massive Jedi Temple hallways. Anakin is furious with the Council's decision. I knew it. Master Windu has always opposed me. Can't you see it? Not that argument again, Anakin. I told you time and time again to get rid of such foolishness. You're angry, and you're lashing out. Then what kind of nonsense is this? Put me on the council and not make me a master. It's never been done before in the history of the Jedi. Calm down, Anakin. You have been given a great honor. To be on the council at your age, it's never happened before. Listen to me, Anakin. Hope you guys are enjoying this. We will go a little while longer and then call it a day. And I apologize for not having a show last night. I was occupied and didn't have a show yesterday. My schedule is very fluctuatory. I'm going to make up that word, fluctuatory. It's very changing, variable. And sometimes I have time and sometimes I don't. And it's also a struggle sometimes to get my daughters to bed because one of them is 2.5. And if she has an ounce or a single grain of sugar at any point during the day, she's probably going to be up till 11. And my 10-month-old is teething. So there's that. Anyway, here we go. The fact of the matter is you're too close to the Chancellor. The Council doesn't like it when he interferes in Jedi affairs. I didn't ask to be put on the Council, but it's what you wanted. Your friendship seems to have paid off, and regardless of how it happened, Anakin, you find yourself in a delicate situation. You mean divided loyalties. I warned you that there was tension between the Council and the Chancellor. I was very clear. The Council is only upset because I'm the youngest to ever serve. No, it's not, Anakin. I worry when you speak of jealousy and pride. Those are not Jedi thoughts. They're dangerous, dark thoughts. Master, you of all people should have confidence in my abilities. I know where my loyalties lie. I certainly hope so. I sense there's more to this talk than you're saying. Anakin, the only reason the Council has approved your appointment is because the Chancellor trusts you. And? Anakin, look, I am on your side. I didn't want to see you put in this situation. Anakin, frustrated. Just say what you have to say, Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan takes a deep breath. The Council wants you to report on all of the Chancellor's dealings. They want you to know what he's up to. They want me to spy on the Chancellor? Well, that's treason. We are at war, Anakin. The Jedi Council has sworn to uphold the principles of the Republic, even if the Chancellor does not. Why didn't the Council give me this assignment when we were in session? This assignment is not to be on record. The Council asked me to approach you on this personally. The Chancellor is not a bad man, Obi-Wan. He's watched out for me ever since I arrived here. And that is precisely why you must help us, Anakin. Our allegiance is to the Senate, not to its leader, who has managed to stay in office long after his term has expired. The Senate demanded that he stayed longer. Yes, but use your feelings, Anakin. Something is out of place. You're asking me to do something against the Jedi Code, against the Republic, against a mentor and a friend. That's what's out of place here. Why are you asking this of me? The Council is asking of you. Exterior, Coruscant. It is so... Yeah, I'm just going to say... I got to pause here. I gotta say... It is so hard to switch between Anakin and Obi-Wan. They are two very different vocal styles, and I'll briefly explain how I do them. So, Obi-Wan is up very, very high up in the nose, and if you want to be old Ben Kenobi, then it's very far back and kind of nasally like that. Younger Obi-Wan Kenobi is very up and down with how he speaks, and very matter of fact. And the reason I raise one eyebrow is because he's very sophisticated, as you might be aware, versus Anakin is that kind of sound, or almost like then it puts the lotion in the basket, kind of like that voice. But it's kind of like, Master, you're not exactly slurring your words, but you're not speaking them clearly, if you understand what I'm saying. And of course, that's an over-exaggeration of it, and of course, he also doesn't have an accent. But then you can switch to Obi-Wan quite quickly. But to shut it off and just go Anakin, and then straight to Obi-Wan is quite difficult, I must say. I hope I'm doing enough for you guys to be entertained, because I'm trying. It's not easy, but here we go. We're going to do just a little bit more, maybe 5 minutes or so, a couple more pages, and then we will call it a stream. But let's finish this up. Exterior Coruscant, clone landing platform. Day. A Jedi gunship heads for a huge clone landing platform. Interior Coruscant, Jedi gunship. Yoda, Mace, and Obi-Wan ride in the gunship as it heads for the clone landing platform. Anakin did not take his assignment with much enthusiasm. Too much under the sway of the Chancellor, he is. Much anger there is in him. Too much pride in his powers. It's very dangerous, putting them together. I don't think he can handle it, and I don't trust him. He'll be all right. I trust Anakin with my life. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same. With all due respect, Master, is he not the chosen one? Is he not to destroy the Sith and bring balance to the Force? So the prophecy says. But this notion has filled Skywalker's head with pride and delusion. A prophecy that misread could have been. He will not let me down. He never has. I hope you're right you are. May the Force be with you. The gunship lands, and Yoda exits the lowered ramp. Mace and Obi-Wan stand and give him a brief bow, then take off in the gunship. Interior conference room. Utapau. Night. General Grievous lies on a metal table as a surgical droid replaces his severed mechanical limb. See, this is one of those scenes that's different than what we got in the movie. In moments, the repairs are done, and Grievous rises from the table and tries out his new arm. He grabs the lightsaber, ignites it, and rotates the new arm in every direction. Grievous laughs his sinister laugh until it morphs into his ever-present cough. Interior, Galaxy's Opera House, Coruscant. Night. Ooh, this is gonna get good. I know it. I just know it. I love it. This is one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie. Which pretty much every scene in the movie is one of my favorite scenes in the movie, but... Alright, let's get it. Okay. Anakin lands his speeder and exits. Then he runs up the stairs at the Galaxy's Opera House. Anakin runs through the hallway and enters Palpatine's box, where Palpatine is sitting with Mas Amedda and Sly Moore, watching the Mon Calamari ballet, Squid Lake. I gotta stop right there. It was literally called Squid Lake. That is so funny. The ballet is called Squid Lake. And I don't know if officially in canon that's what it's called and if it made it into the official canon of the movie, but in this in this non-canon draft of the script, it's called Squid Lake. That is incredible. That is such a cool Easter egg if that's the case that it remained that way. Anyway, here we go. You wanted to see me, Chancellor? Yes, Anakin, come closer. I have good news. Our clone intelligence units have discovered the location of General Grievous. He is hiding in the Utapau system. At last, we'll be able to capture that coward and end this war. I would worry about the collective wisdom of the Council if they didn't select you for this assignment. You are the best choice by far, but they can't always be trusted to do the right thing. They try? Yes. How they do. How the do. Sit down. To his aides. Leave us. The aides exit the box without a word. Anakin sits down next to Palpatine. The Chancellor leans over to him. Anakin, you know I am not able to rely on the Jedi Council. They simply oppose me at every turn. If they haven't included you in their plot, they soon will. I'm not sure I understand. You must sense what I have come to suspect, that the Jedi Council want to control the Republic, and they're planning to betray me. I don't think... Anakin, search your feelings. You know, don't you? You speak like a Jedi, Chancellor. Palpatine grinning. Hardly. But you are saying... I know they don't trust you, or the Senate, or the Republic, or democracy for that matter. I have to admit that lately my trust in them has been shaken. They asked you to do something that made you feel dishonest, didn't they? Anakin doesn't say anything. He simply looks down. They asked you to spy on me, didn't they? I don't know what to say. Remember back to your early teachings, Anakin. All those who gain power are afraid to lose it, even the Jedi. The Jedi use their power for good. Good is a point of view, Anakin, and the Jedi point of view is not the only valid one. The Dark Lords of the Sith believe in security and justice also, yet they are considered by the Jedi to be evil. Yes, from a Jedi's limited point of view, the Sith and the Jedi are similar in almost every way, including their quest for greater power. The difference between the two is the Sith are not afraid of the dark side of the Force. That is why they are more powerful. The Sith only rely on their passion for their strength. They think inwardly, only about themselves. And the Jedi don't. The Jedi are selfless. They only care about others. Palpatine smiling. Oh, or so you've been trained to believe. Why is it then that they have asked you to do something you feel is wrong? I'm not sure it is wrong. Have they asked you to betray the Jedi Code, the Constitution, a friendship, your own values? Think. Consider their motives. Keep your mind clear of assumptions. The fear of losing power is a weakness of both the Jedi and the Sith. Anakin is deep in thought. Here we go. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? No. Should I have? Not exactly. It's a Sith legend. Darth Plagueis was a Dark Lord of the Sith, so powerful and so wise he could use the Force to influence the midichlorians to create life. He had such a knowledge of the dark side that he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying. He could actually save people from death. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. What happened to him? He became so powerful. The only thing he was afraid of was losing his power, which eventually, of course, he did. Unfortunately, he taught his apprentice everything he knew. Then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. It's ironic, isn't it? Lord Plagueis could save others from death, but not himself. Is it possible to learn this power? Palpatine, ominously. Not from a Jedi. I think we'll leave it there for today. This was a whole lot of fun. Hope you guys appreciated it. If you did, make sure you delicately tap the like button or the dislike button, because honestly, it doesn't really matter at all. But I really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone that stopped by to watch live. And for everyone watching after the fact, I hope you enjoyed it. And we will probably be doing this more in the future because it's very interesting to see the differences between this non-canon version of the script and what made it into the movie. It's very interesting. So thank you very much for everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you guys, and I'm sorry I haven't been as consistent with the stuff these days, but definitely will get more consistent as we go on. So thank you for watching. May the stash be with you, and I will see you wherever I happen to see you in the galaxy.